Pak ya? Carol. Tulis Pak. Sì, lo vedo.
This is the formal shape.
I'm looking forward to have your book sold.
Ah, yes. You'll get.
Great job.
Okay, we don't want to go on. See you later. I'm going to meet you.
gentlemen, please welcome Albania. Argentina. Armenia. Australia. Bahamas. Bangladesh. Bhutan. Cambodia. Canada. China. Commonwealth of Independent States representing Belarus. Commonwealth of Northern Marianas Islands. Egypt. Finland. France. Guam. Guatemala. India. Indonesia. Italy. Japan. Jordan. Malaysia. Namibia. Nepal. Netherlands. New Zealand. Nigeria. Russian Federation. Singapore. Slovak Republic. South Africa. South Korea. Spain. Sri Lanka. Sweden. Thailand. Ukraine. United States of America. Bolivian Republic of Venezuela. The Apostolic Nunciature, Embassy of the Holy See. The flag of the Supreme Court of the Philippines and the national flag of the host nation, the Republic of the Philippines. Corral.
Bayang magiliw, perlas na silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo baghaw, may ginakang tula at awit sa paglayong minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagpilingin. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng maghatid pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pa may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Thank you very much. You may now be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the 2006 Global Forum on Liberty and Prosperity. Please welcome your Master of Ceremonies for this afternoon, Judicial Reform Program Administrator, Ms. Evelyn Toledo Dundum.
Your Honors, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant afternoon to one and all. We who are gathered here today come from different places. We speak different languages. We profess different faiths. We practice different customs and traditions. Yet, for all of these differences, we share many common aspirations. A better quality of life for all, peace, liberty, prosperity. Responding to the challenges of the time, to alleviate poverty and propel economic growth, several judiciaries of the world are starting to redirect their focus not only to safeguard freedom from fear, but also to nurture freedom from want. These interlacing and interlocking paradigms of justice and development will be examined as twin beacons of liberty and prosperity within the various spheres of influence of our participants in this forum. This meeting of great minds is a venue to examine liberty and prosperity as a philosophy and as policy imperatives. Consider the challenges confronting its fulfillment, forge international understanding of the principles of liberty and prosperity, and adopt a declaration promoting the twin beacons of liberty and prosperity. As your host, the Supreme Court of the Philippines proudly welcomes your honors, your excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to this very important gathering. As we say among friends, bienvenidos, benvenu, benvenuto, suagatam, irasaimasu, marhaban, wanyin, funying, kia ora, velkommen, yendi, dobro pusalumat. To everyone, mabuhay and welcome to the Philippines. To formally open the conference, may I call on stage the chairperson of the 2006 Global Forum on Liberty and Prosperity, Supreme Court Senior Associate Justice, the Honorable Renato S. Puno.
Mr. Chief Justice Artemio B. Panganiban, our former Chief Justice, the beloved Hilario G. David Jr., the Chief Justices, Presidents, and Justices of the High Courts of some 33 countries in attendance in this global forum. The honorable members of the Philippine Congress, led by Speaker Jose de Benicio. The members of the Cabinet, led by Secretary Margarito Teves. Excellencies from the different embassies, dignitaries from the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, and our partners in development, USAID, the Asia Foundation, and the others. presidents of international bar associations and international chambers of commerce, colleagues from the academy and judicial institutes, colleagues from our own judiciary, especially our fellow magistrates from the Court of Appeals, the Sandigan Bayan, the Court of Tax Appeals, and the trial courts, distinguished guests and friends, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it takes quite a stretch of time just to greet in general the delegates to this first ever global forum on liberty and prosperity, which is the mega theme of the philosophy of our Chief Justice, the Honorable Artemio B. Panganiban. Indeed, I will be consuming a great deal of valuable time if I specifically mention the names of all these judicial and legal colossus from the United States, Europe, Asia, and the Americas. I will, however, beg their dispensation if I do not go to these particulars, for this global forum is just too star-studded. And I fear that if I classify these judicial and legal giants, I may be making a distinction without a difference, and that is an unforgivable judicial error. Let me just therefore extend to all the delegates the warm greetings of the Filipino people, especially the warm hospitality of your brothers and sisters from all the courts of law in the Philippines, from the highest to the lowest, whithersoever they may be dispersed. I will be abbreviated in my opening remarks to give more time and space to the many significant parts of this global forum. I just wish to stress and say that the theme, safeguarding the liberty and nurturing the prosperity of the peoples of the world, is both timeless and timely. It is timeless because the story of mankind is the story of his heroic efforts to win mankind's liberty from the claws and the clutches of tyrants of all kinds, as well as his efforts to lift mankind from the quicksands and quagmires of poverty. It is timely because the fight for liberty and the struggle to attain prosperity, whether in the East or in the West, are struggles that have beginnings but are without ends. The struggle for liberty and for prosperity is therefore the most difficult of all struggles, for it is a struggle where triumph is only temporary, where victory is never permanent. With the ebb and flow of time, we have seen peoples win and lose their liberty. We have witnessed countries prosper and suffer and vice versa. And I submit that our theme is both timely and timeless, because we now live in a world without wars. Liberty is indivisible, and its apostles consider an attack on one as an attack on all. Prosperity is likewise a universal value. Hence, the poverty of some should pain the prosperous of us. Throughout the ages, those who have wielded the given have proved themselves to be the guardians of liberty. And those who have held the scales of justice have served as the stewardship of prosperity of peoples of the world. Your Honors, Your Excellencies, the world awaits your words on how we can safeguard the liberty and nurture the prosperity of the peoples of this planet. By virtue, therefore, of the authority in me vested as chairperson of this convention, I now formally open this first ever Global Forum on Liberty and Prosperity.
Thank you, Mr. Justice Puno. Your Honors, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege and honor to acknowledge the presence of the distinguished delegates to this year's Global Forum on Liberty and Prosperity. Please rise as I mention your country and delegation. Let me begin with the delegation from Albania, Honorable Justice Fatus Lulu of the Supreme Court. From the Apostolic Nunciature and Embassy of the Holy See, His Excellency Archbishop Fernando Feloni, Apostolic Nuncio. From Argentina, Honorable Judge Santiago Otamendi of the Supreme Court with His Excellency Ambassador Mario Schuf. From Armenia, the Honorable Chairman Arman Mokrotumyan of the Chamber of Civil Issues of the Court of Cassation. From Australia, the Honorable Justice Susan Coralie Kenny of the Federal Court and Second Secretary Feli Bowen of the Australian Embassy. From Austria, His Excellency Ambassador Herbert Hager. From the Bahamas, Mr. Peter Maynard, Corporate and Commercial Law and Litigation Trademark and Patent Agents. From Bangladesh, His Excellency Ambassador Muhammad Abul Qasim. From Bhutan, Honorable Justice Shering Wangchuk of the Royal Court of Justice. From Cambodia, Minister Counselor and Deputy of Mission, Mr. Teeth Saronrith. From Canada, Honorable Chief Justice Beverly McLaughlin of the Supreme Court, the Honorable Chief Justice Lance Sidney George Fitch of British Columbia, and His Excellency Ambassador Peter Sutherland. From China, Honorable Justice Li Ke of the Supreme People's Court with His Excellency Ambassador Li Jinjun. From the Commonwealth of Independent States representing Belarus, Honorable Judge Solbayev Sabit of the Economic Court. From the Commonwealth of Northern Marianas Islands, Honorable Justice John Manglona. From Egypt, Deputy Chief Justice Dr. Adel Omar Sharif of the Supreme Constitutional Court, with Her Excellency Ambassador Salwa Magarios. From Finland, Her Excellency Ambassador Rita Resch. From France, Honorable President Guy Canavé of the Cour de Cassation. With His Excellency Ambassador Gerard Chesnel. From Guam, Honorable Chief Justice Philip Carbolino of the Supreme Court. From Guatemala, Honorable Justice Thelma Esperanza Aldana, Magistrate of the First Civil Court, Room of Appeals. And Consul A.H. Amelia Romero Ablaza. From India, Professor Virabhadran Viyajakumar of the National Law School of India. From Italy, His Excellency Ambassador Rubens Ana Fideli. From Japan, His Excellency Ambassador Yoichiro Yamazaki. From Jordan, Honorable Judge Arar Najib Mundakrais of the Supreme Court. From Malaysia, Dr. Chung Yo Choi, Professor of Law at the University of Malaya. From Namibia, Councillor Natasha Basing Waite of the Law School of Namibia. From Nepal, Honorable Chief Justice Dilip Kumar Kaudel of the Supreme Court. From the Netherlands, His Excellency Ambassador Robert Varnes. From New Zealand, Honorable Justice Edward Drury of the Supreme Court. With His Excellency Ambassador David Pan. From Nigeria, Mr. Sam Azudiki Dada Olisa, Chargé d'Affaires. From the Philippines, the Honorable Chief Justice Artemio V. Panganiban. May I request all delegates from the Philippines to please rise. From the Russian Federation, Honorable Chief Justice Yaroslav M. Lebedev of the Supreme Court. The Honorable Chairman Anton Ivanov of the Supreme Arbitration Court. With His Excellency Ambassador Anatoly Nebukatov. From Singapore, Honorable Justice Chu Han Tek of the Supreme Court. With His Excellency Ambassador Lim King Hua. From the Slovak Republic, the Honorable Milan Karabin, President of the Supreme Court. From South Africa, Deputy Head of Mission, Mr. Eugene Grobler. From South Korea, Dean Nak and Sung of the College of Law, Seoul National University. With His Excellency Ambassador Hong Jong-ki. From Spain, President Fernando Pombo of the International Bar Association. With Mr. Javier Gonzalez, Deputy Head of Mission, Embassy of Spain. From Sri Lanka, Mr. Tisa Jayawira, Chair of the Sri Lanka Business Federation.